Hello. In this video, we'll be going over exporting our data, and as well as wrapping up and some follow-up things we need from you. Okay, let's jump into the exporting. So if you followed along in the past 3 videos, we imported our data, we formatted it, we filtered it, we mapped it, we plotted it. Now we can export it. So I'm going to open up my Shiny app, which is still open. And where we left off, we were on the plot tab. So if we want to save this data for use in the app down the line, we can go here to the Export tab, and we can simply export our data in our chosen format. So we can either export the data as a CSV file or as an RDS file, which is the R data format. RDS is much faster for saving with and reading to and from R, but CSV, again, will be generic, so you can use it in any other external program. So I'm going to go ahead and export my data here. And it's important to note that the exported data exports the raw, unfiltered data. Just so you can imagine it's the data just after you've uploaded it. So before you've done any filtering, any mapping, or any plotting, it's going to just save that raw data so it can easily be reused in ForMAPL again. So I'm going to go ahead and click Export. I'm going to browse to where I want to save it. So I'm going to call this data ForMAPL. You can call it whatever you want. I'm going to save it as a CSV. It's going to go ahead and download my data. So once your data has been exported, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to check my downloads folder. We can see that here we have my downloaded data. It's a CSV file. And now we can go ahead and make sure this works by, we can go to ForMAPL and we can go ahead and refresh the app. So it's refresh the app. Now if we go back to browse data ForMAPL.csv, when we bring this in, you can see that it has retained all of our original columns, and the data is already formatted in the way that ForMAPL needs it to be. So since we've already formatted this before and exported it, we can go to our format plot data. All we have to do is click this data formatted button. This is telling the app that, okay, this data has already been processed through ForMAPL. There's no reason to go through any of the sampling designs or formatting the plot data again. We can just click this button, Format Options, click Format Data, and the app already knows that it's good to go. So again, we can go back to our filtering. See, it's all there. The map, it's exactly like we left it. In our plots, we can go ahead and pick some plots, and the data is ready to go for use again in ForMAPL. That's all there is to it. Again, exporting your data takes the raw data just after you've imported it and saves it so ForMAPL can easily read it back into the app. Okay, so that's the end of the ForMAPL portion of this. And let's jump back into the presentation and some things to wrap up with. So again, I first of all like to thank all of our partners who funded this project and have made it possible to work on the ForMAPL app, including the U.S. Forest Service, Michigan State University, and the Quebec Ministry of Natural Resources and Forests. Without them, this tool would never have been made. And one more follow-up thing from you is we would love to hear, and we need your feedback. So if you have agreed to beta test the ForMAPL app, there'll be a follow-up survey. And if you could kindly suggest any new features you would like to see, any bugs you've encountered, any general ideas or comments that would make this app more useful for you, please leave them in the survey. And thank you for listening to these videos. I hope they were useful. And again, thank you for testing the app. I hope it is useful to you. With that, I will end it.